So finally, I'm going to take a look at Venom, Sony's standalone Spider-Verse film starring the symbiote-clad anti-hero. The film starts off with Eddie Brock, a pretty decent reporter who has his own series where he interviews various people about suspicious or corrupt stories, which leads him to Carlton Drake, the head of the Life Foundation, an organization that funded a mission to space which led to the discovery of the symbiotes, alien life forms that must bond with a host to survive, giving the host superhuman abilities. Despite his girlfriend Anne's advice, Eddie chooses to pursue Drake and the suspicions surrounding his company, which in turn gets Anne fired and puts Eddie on Drake's radar. After a friend of his gets kidnapped for symbiote experimentation, Eddie heads to the Foundation yet again with the help of a scientist that he knows. Once inside, he discovers the horrible truth of the Life Foundation, and then he inadvertently gets bonded to a symbiote named Venom. With Drake and his men after him, Eddie quickly has to learn to work with the symbiote to defeat them. Drake bonds to a symbiote as well and becomes Riot, who plans on bringing the remaining symbiotes to Earth to bond with the rest of the population. Venom and Riot battle it out at the launch site, with Riot eventually getting incinerated. Eddie must then learn to adapt to everyday life with Venom as a part of him. This film was pretty cool, with Venom being one of my favorite Marvel villains. The only gripe I have is that he doesn't have the spider on his chest, because at the time, Marvel owned that, I guess. I don't know. But as a story, they did pretty good without involving Spider-Man. In the end credit scene, Eddie goes to a prison to interview mass murderer Cletus Cassidy, which was a huge moment because if you're a fan of the comics, you know what happens next. Cassidy says that when he gets out, there's going to be carnage, and that's where it leaves us. Well, enough time has passed now to where we know a sequel is definitely happening, with Woody Harrelson reprising his role. I just can't wait for that. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one.